Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock.
Woo! Yes!
Absolutely. It is Saturday, December 3rd, and we are happy to have all of you here. We're tuning in and watching us on our flagship show. I'm your host, Jose Casabona, also host of Wrestle Rewind, founder, executive producer, content creator. I hold many hats here on this amazing channel that you guys are watching.
And yet, we never watch you wear more than one at a time.
Not literally.
We need Jose to wear hats.
I do wear hats.
More than one at the same time.
On Wrestle Rewind.
All right, but you're not wearing them at the same time.
I don't need to wear a hat all the time.
No, not all the time, just at the same time.
It's a metaphor.
Metaphor. I'll give you a metaphor. Here's a metaphorical... I can't even think of a metaphor right now. I'm not even really pissed off. I've been having a great weekend.
Yes, indeed. And joining me on my right is... the host of the Black Files, my type part of our Wrestle Rewind, the man who puts in the man hours behind all the videos that we produce on the channel every single week, a man who is having a wonderful weekend, Mr. Juan Rouse.
Thank you for that introduction, Jose, and don't you ever forget the Mister.
Now, real important, our third guy here, the host of Los Amigos Play, Mr. Angel Mendez, he will be arriving late via Zoom call, but he will be present during this episode.
So for those of you fine folks who are missing out and are starved for the man with a million opinions and zero apologies and the host of Los Amigos Play, the living into the Ravens Flock, don't worry, we'll get you that fix soon.
And much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/theravensflock and twitch.tv/theravensflock online. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen underneath the X signifying that we've been doing the song and dance for over 10 years. Also, hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our media content. Leave your questions and comments down below, and we will answer them during the duration that we are live. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you will have exclusive access to all of the amazing perks that comes with our membership service. Juan, tell them.
Well, first things first, folks, if we have some inner flockers in the chat, do us a favor and show off your fine custom emojis to let people know what they're missing out on if they haven't signed up yet. And, of course, the membership badges that come with being an inner flocker. You also get access to members first and members only content. You get access to a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you'll also get to be part of the discussions that we have in order to help shape the future of this channel. Speaking of which, I want to go ahead and just give a shout out to everyone in the chat tonight so far. We've got Project Metal Music, who was the first man on board. Thank you very much. Kurisi Rando-san, she says, "Hi, Jose. I promise not to hijack the show." We also have Amazing Gamer 111 in the chat. Phew, made it. I'm not missing this one. Lots of fun stuff being discussed tonight. Can't wait. And Jen Pearson hugs everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you
for
very
all
much
the love.
for joining us. You guys are absolutely amazing. So, yeah, all right. So let's get to it. And speaking of stuff to discuss, man, we nerds have been eating up a lot of surprises.
We've been eating good, as Angel would say.
We've been eating really good.
Real good in the neighborhood.
Heck yeah. We finally got some more trailers that were dropped today. Trailers from...
Hey, Joey Lilly, hello there. Welcome to this week's episode of the Ravens Flock.
Hello, Joey Lilly. Thank you for joining us. Some trailers that were dropped leading into the movies that we already know that's coming out next year, and newly announced movies that are also going to be coming out in 2023 as well. Let's go ahead and let's discuss the very. What's up?
You really want to jump into discussions right away, Jose? Do you really want to do that, Jose? Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to do that without him? Are you sure you don't want to do that without the man, the myth, the legend, the living out of the Ravens Flock? We told you he'd be here, Mr. Angel Mendez. How's it going there, Angel?
Hello, everyone. Thank you kindly for welcoming me to another show.
Yeah, hang on, Angel. We're going to fix the audio. Give us a bit. You're late!
No, I muted our speakers. There we go. Can you folks hear him?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear the sound of my voice?
Do you hear what I hear?
Yes, we hear the sound of your voice.
It is good to see you all one more time. Thank you kindly for welcoming me to another episode of the Ravens Flock, to which I have found myself arriving to a little more fashionably than usual. My apologies, the work shift took a bit longer of me than I expected, but I am here, and I am ever so happy to see both of you again.
No, it's perfectly fine. We are actually just about to begin talking about the second official trailer to, I think we should start with this one, to the new Super Mario Brothers movie.
That's right. We finally got a proper solid CG trailer. Pretty damn good CG trailer, I will say.
It is.
Holy shit, Angel's saying it's good? Then it must be good.
Hey, if it gets Angel's seal of approval, then who are we to criticize?
I am willing to give it a shot. However, I do have one genuine criticism. Why a halberd?
Why a what?
Why a halberd?
Why a halberd?
And which part of the trailer?
Princess Peach, when she shows up to fight and she's dressed in the skin-tight suit from Mario Kart, she just grabs a random halberd and I'm like, but you already have like a bunch of weapons. You were kicking ass with a frying pan and a parasol. I guess that if I could choose a weapon, I would go for a rapier for her. But, it's just a minor complaint without anything else.
Like,
Here's my counter question. Why not?
Because
she
frying pans are better.
She has access to the entire arsenal of the Mushroom Kingdom. Her kingdom literally grows flowers that give you the power to shoot fireballs. If she wants to go extra hard with a halberd, she's allowed to go extra hard with a halberd. I think that's...
I guess it's all the time I spent playing Super Mario RPG that I'm like, you don't need a halberd. I see you slap hard enough to do 4-digit damage. Just throw them hands.
just throw them hands. Well, the majority of the Super Mario video games are rated E for everyone, so I suppose it makes sense.
Exactly.
But that being said, what we saw from the trailer was pretty damn hilarious. First of all, the opening scene where Mario takes on Donkey Kong. It's hilarious.
It looked like a cutout of Super Smash Brothers, right?
It did.
And it went just about as well as a Super Smash Brothers fight. Donkey Kong
pretty much
wrecking Mario's shit.
Now, see, you can tell that that's the scene in the game. Then I'm gonna say the game, Jesus Christ,
the movie.
You can tell that that's the scene in the movie when he's going to finally awaken to his hero-ness and open a can of plumbing whoop ass. But we gotta get to the bumbling part because, as we see in this movie, Mario is supposed to be the new guy. This is technically his first big adventure. So until now, he's just been Plumber Man, Mario.
His brother Luigi, voiced
Luigi
by
Mario.
Charlie Day. Not a lot
That's
of people
right.
Giving Luigi his due, but he's getting it now.
Yeah, Charlie.
You know
Day,
what?
The guy previously acted in the first and second Pacific Rim movies, and he was
no. There's only one Pacific Rim movie.
Don't
tell Angel that there's a second Pacific Rim movie.
Joe, are you having hallucinations again?
Okay, fine. If we're gonna do that, if we're gonna redact history, the first Pacific Rim movie, and he was also, he's also
the only Pacific Rim movie.
Fine.
There we go.
And he's also one of the main characters in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes, Charlie Day. And it looks like it's a nice change of pace while Peach is going to be the one essentially showing Mario around and taking a frontline fight in the area. Luigi appears to be the damsel in distress. Hopefully he doesn't stay the damsel in distress, but it's going to be real funny if he does.
No. I expect there are a lot of funny hijinks between Luigi and Bowser and the Koopa.
You mean Jack Black?
It's just Jack Black. You know how Warner Brothers, MGM Studios, and New Line Cinema had to pay Benedict Cumberbatch extra money to get him to stop playing a dragon in the Hobbit movies? It's going to have to be the same problem with Jack Black right now. I bet you right now he's in his mansion in L.A. with his family with with fiery red mullet of hair. He's like 18 feet tall. He's got like 900% muscle mass, a giant spiky shell on his back, and is throwing fire at everyone. Hey there, Kyle Gass. I'm feeling extra inspired. How about we break out another Tenacious D album?
Please. You've been tossing Molotov cocktails all day. Half the house is on fire. Please stop.
Dude, I would actually pay to see a music video of Tenacious D with Jack Black as Bowser and Kyle Gass is just animated as like a CG video game character.
Give it enough time, somebody can and will animate that. Do not underestimate the power of the internet.
The power of the people in the internet.
The power of the horny on the internet.
God damn it, Angel.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
You know I'm right.
But that being said, another scene I liked in the trailer was like when when Princess Peach was trying to give this like hoorah speech, like to trying to rally the troops, and one of the
little toads, they're like,
"Look, we can't go into battle. Look at us. We're adorable."
Oh my god.
And that's when she goes, "Oh shit! I taught this entire people how not to fight. I guess I gotta do it myself." Shenanigans are about, and it looks like some good old-fashioned comedy, and I'm down for good old-fashioned comedy.
Not to mention the last scene of the trailer, of course, the money shot for me at least, the Rainbow Road in Mario Kart.
Yeah!
There is no way in hell that we're gonna miss a chance to put that thing there. It's too blatant not to put there.
I am very much satisfied. I am very satisfied that they put it there, and I can't wait to see. And this just makes me even more hyped for the movie. You know what? We can forgive Chris Pratt not being, because it's still a talk. It's still a.
It's just Chris Pratt.
It's just Chris Pratt.
It's just his voice. He's
still
not
a
putting
topic.
an effort.
There's one thing though. He did actually wahoo at the end of the
Yes.
trailer properly like Mario.
I respect that his Wahoo actually has some effort. You know what is going to be hilarious?
What?
You know what I wanted to happen?
What?
I want a musical number. And I want, for no fucking reason, Chris Pratt to burst out a beautiful limerick in proper, well-pronounced Italian. And then he just goes right back to Chris Pratt voice. And no one mentions it.
That would be hysterical.
That would be hysterical,
as
but
a
wait,
joke
Angel.
to folks like, oh, hey, guys, you want him to talk like this the whole movie? Too bad.
Guys,
You get
but
10
Angel,
seconds.
but then there's a caveat. That means we have to have a singing number with Bowser.
That's not a caveat. That is a fantastic good thing. I'm 100% down for this.
Yeah, if we're
not need, does not need a power star.
a power star.
My voice is fucking
Fucking.
powerful. Oh,
You know what? I know it's unlikely to happen, but if we actually do get a singing number, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. That being said, like I said, it's a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun.
I
I'm
fucking knew it. I
I
knew
can't
there was
wait
a spot.
I can't wait
Okay.
to see more.
Real
What's up?
quick, Amazing Gamer 111, Mama Luigi nails it with that voice, even though so far he just sounds like Charlie Day, but that pitch of voice and quality and Quirky Panic really fits. Then he said Rainbow Road took me completely by surprise. I feel like I should have seen this coming, but it's still an awesome surprise. Chris Wahoo was okay. That's as far as I'm going. All right, that's fair.
That's okay.
And let's see here. In Project Metal music, Jack Black and Kyle Gass were animated as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in a music video called Bat Metal Forever.
Angel, did you know about this?
Oh, I remember Bad Metal. It was pretty good. And I mean, like, the music is actually pretty good.
I mean, it's Tenacious D. If it's not
Of
good,
course.
what's wrong with y'all?
Exactly.
And then Amazing Gamer 111 filled in, Jack Black's Bowser is going to be the Jim Carrey Robotnik of this movie.
Oh,
Fuck,
yeah,
he's
no,
right.
He's carrying this. He's carrying this real hard.
God damn.
He's gonna William Dafoe this entire Lighthouse movie. There is
I
no
know.
escaping.
You know
Oh.
what's actually funny? If you think about it, amongst the bunch of them, only really, actually three of the actors in this have the most voiceover work under their belt. The top one being Jack Black. Then underneath that is actually Chris Pratt, from the freaking Lego movies. Then
He
under
has
that-
done voice acting. He does have experience.
And then under that, you've got Keegan-Michael Key, who voices Toad. He's done voice acting, and he's done he was on Rick and Morty as the fourth dimension police dude, the freaking
That's right.
the fourth dimensional being.
Yeah.
With the sentient gun that looks like a slug.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Now, listen, I understand that obviously doing that voice continuously for an hour and a half would be a pain in the ass. But having the original voice actor of Mario be just a cameo appearance just doesn't feel right. Come on, give him something longer. He deserves like a bigger role.
Indeed,
Maybe
he
like
does.
Professor Toadstool or some shit.
But that being said, let's go ahead and move along because there's another trailer I do want to talk about. Let's go ahead and talk about the trailer to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
no.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are not ready for this movie.
We're going for the feels. Is that it?
We're going for the feels.
They went
feels like
ahead
a
and they
man.
hit the tagline in there. It's time to face the music.
Music.
this is they basically advertise someone will die for real this time.
Shit.
Yeah.
Once again, I love how they just know that, listen, the formula for this movie is it starts really funny, it gets really heavy with the action, it ends really goddamn sad. And James Gunn goes, yeah, we found the formula. Now we're gonna do it even worse.
Now, before
like,
I get into
better.
my bit of a speculation here, can we just say, can we all collectively agree that, man, Star-Lord got boned big time in the Infinity War and Endgame?
Everyone
Yep.
shat on him. Oh, Steph! Shit, yeah.
Steph!
Hey,
Hello,
Steph,
Miss
the Alternator is in
Alternator.
the chat. Hello, Steph.
Hey up, Steph. Thank you for joining us. Tell us, are you excited for the new Super Mario Brothers movie?
She's like losing her mind on other stuff over here, but I'll tell you right now.
She can
I'm
still
pretty sure
afford to answer at least that.
Like, I'm pretty sure she's. Kurisi's asking, is my wrist okay? I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I kicked Juan's ass and I broke his wrist.
Okay.
Damn it, Joe! What the hell? You're supposed
have
to
to
solve
assert
your
my
arguments
dominance.
in a non-violent way, like poison.
Angel, you're next.
Okay. I'm
But
going
what
to be
did I
totally
do?
transparent, Jose. I'm sorry. I've got to break kayfabe here.
Damn it.
My wrist has been kind of feeling like crap for the last week, so I finally picked up a brace over here because I'm like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. But I'm fine. It just hurts a little bit if I. wrist it a
No,
certain
I
way.
didn't beat my brother up. We do not condone sibling abuse.
Anymore.
I do.
Look, Angel, whatever you do with your sibling is none of our business.
Well,
I
I mean,
play card
Twist
games with
Slasher
him.
comes on the program every now and then.
Yeah,
So-
pretty much.
Once upon a time, I played card games with him. It was a terrible mistake.
Holy shites. Okay, let me take a look. Steph is asking, do you want a YouTube exclusive and see the updated background to my new studio? If you have a Zoom link, send it to me. How about that? You want in, Jose?
I'm down.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right,
Well,
I
Juan
will
gets
send-
it set up. Yeah, well, Juan gets it set up. You and Angel, you and I, we can discuss this. I think we could collectively agree. Star-Lord got shafted really hard.
Indeed. He became the butt monkey of the movies. From the big mistake during the Infinity War movie that ended with Thanos essentially winning, even though apparently, according to Dr. Cumberbatch, Benedict X, and Arnold, it was supposed to happen, to the fact that the guy pretty much could not catch a break in the second movie. Needless to say, things are not going very well for Mr. Quill. And there's also the fact that in his own movies, he cannot catch a goddamn break.
Also,
In the first movie, he nearly exploded because he grabbed the purple stuff.
Yeah.
And the power of friendship saved him. And in the second movie, he lost his dad, and then he lost his dad. But for real this time.
but
Yeah.
for real.
For real, for real.
Steph, check your Telegram. Yeah.
And then, of course, we know what happened in Infinity War.
Kurisi
Goddamn.
Rando-san is
Yeah.
throwing up a $4.99 super chat.
Oh,
Thank you very, very
thank you.
much,
Thank you so
Rando-san.
much.
We appreciate
She
it.
said, okay, hijacking time. We need running up the hill. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Let's not forget
Juan,
that after he walked out of that one
Too
with basically
early.
no money and no resources, Peter Quill has been left behind to handle the team of the Guardians of the Galaxy after helping save the universe that he had accidentally put at risk. But now he's hanging out with a copy of the woman that he loved, who is no longer the same woman that he loved. So even in this movie, he's already dealing with some shit.
Yeah, he's dealing with some serious shice.
Can I talk about the opening scene where they land on the planet and like Drax, like a little kid throws a ball at Drax and Drax just throws it back
And
aggressively?
fucking nearly breaks her neck with it. Ha! That is hysterical! The child is not as strong as I! Like, Drax, they were trying to play with you. This is an excellent game. Let's play another. Oh, God, crap. Shit. No.
Well,
they're pelting
you see,
us
the
with
problem
toys
is
and- where did they get
they
tomatoes
landed-
from? We're on an alien planet. Why are they growing tomatoes here? Let's get the hell out
Well,
of here.
you see,
This sucks.
the problem is that they are currently landing in Furry Town, USA. And furries have no rights.
Angel,
Wow! Hang on,
Angel,
Angel. No. I want to hear you say that again.
Angel.
I said,
Folks.
and I quote, furries have no rights.
And apparently that's the hill Angel's choosing to die on.
Then
What an
die
excellent-
They
Wrong.
surrender their humanity. I have no need to treat them as human. Also, hi, Steph. How you doing?
Well, I was about to say, let's go ahead and introduce her in. The last, the myth, the legend herself, Steph, the Alternate!
Thank you.
What
Thank you
up?
so much for
Hey
joining
up,
us, Steph.
everyone! How y'all doing?
There she
We're
is.
doing great. We're over here discussing the trailers that just dropped this week for upcoming movies next year, and we're right now discussing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
We have a whole list. We got like 4 others. I know you got your opinions on it. I saw everyone on Thursday afternoon during Popcorn Planet. You're nonplussed over here. I feel like everyone over there is almost checked out on the MCU. But but I see your outfit over here First off, I wanted to get your take, and let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of this wonderful abode of yours.
It looks great.
Right? So my take on the MCU, I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, no, understandable.
Really don't.
Burnout has been a
I've
thing.
not seen the if I didn't even know there was a trailer out for Volume 3.
It
That's
literally
how
just
much
dropped
of
on
a
the day.
don't give a shit I've got when it comes to MCU. Now, granted, I watched the Guardians Christmas special. Now, that was fun.
Oh, I
saw
love
it
that
too.
one. That one was
Now,
adorable.
that was fun. I loved that. Best thing out of Phase 4 so far is that.
Yeah.
But I'm checked out now. I really, really am checked out of MCU Phase 4.
No, that's completely understandable, Steph. In fact, Angel, I think we talked about this. I think we talked about the problem with the Marvel Cinematic Universe is that like there's way too much content, too much of a good thing. Is that the phrase?
Yes, and the fact that Endgame was such a powerful, contending conclusion to the whole thing, it leaves you to this feeling of, okay, I'm good. I don't care if it gets better beyond this point. That was the big solid end. And, the fact that Uncle Kang's appearance in Loki, Phase 4 seems somewhat directionless, and let's be honest, some of the hits just didn't hit as hard, did lead a bunch of people to go, I think we're good for now. So, yes, Steph, your reaction is fairly understandable, but I dare say, if you enjoy the holiday, at the very least, this movie bears merit looking into. If only by itself seems like a decent film.
Yep, it was a nice little short 45-minute long, like, TV special kind of thing. It even feels like that. Shenanigans ensued, Drax and Manton's getting wasted in L.A.
Oh my god.
It was so the whole thing was just cute. And do you know
Yes.
what? The more I watched it, the more I was like, I am such a Drax. Now I'm as mad as a hatter when I'm as mad as, let's say, Rocket Raccoon. Like, I'm crazy shit back crazy, but like the literal side of me, oh my goodness, I'm such a Drax. It's unreal. Although I'll tell you something, a film I am really, really excited for, for the trailer that I saw earlier on this week, Super Mario Brothers.
We just got through on the
Super Mario
talking about that too.
Super Mario film that's coming out. Oh my goodness, that looked insane. It looked amazing. And you know what?
Fun.
The gamer nerd in me just completely was just giving out like lady juices everywhere. Like, oh my goodness. I was like, oh, that's from Super Mario 1, 2, 3.
Oh God, we lost her.
I was just going
She's losing her
absolutely
mind. So
insane. The Galaxy and the Wii and the oh my goodness, there were so many like little Easter eggs every which way you looked. Just for gamer nerds alone, and I was just like, do you know what? I'm sold. I don't give a shit if it's Christopher Pratt that's doing the voice of Super Mario. Do you know what? I'm in.
yeah, I'm in too. Sold on
Like
this.
the final scene of the trailer where they showed him racing in Mario Kart and him doing the wahoo, like that was
Like,
awesome.
okay, you've earned back a little bit of cred, Mr. Pratt. We'll give you a little more benefit of the doubt. Let's see how the rest of this plays out. Charlie Day doing Luigi worked out fine. What's his face? Bowser was like tormenting and interrogating him and threatening him by the whisker of his.
I think
mustache.
Bowser was like
Not the
mentally
stash.
checked out, like after
Like,
Luigi
I don't
tried
give a
to-
damn. Okay, you're just making excuses. I'll get the answers out of you one way or another.
Just plug it out. And just
I'm trying to make the mother of all mushroom omelets here, plumber. I can't fret over every egg.
It is hilarious, and the one that caught me completely by surprise is more of the teaser that was that came out. Like, they all came out roughly around the same time on Thursday, almost all on the same day.
Yeah, we got the Lodge with information here.
Was Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. That one caught me by surprise. Number one, we're getting the Beast War characters. We got Optimus Primal in there. RC, she's making her on-screen debut at long last properly.
Proper classic RC.
We've got the Predacons.
Sports car lady.
Yeah, we got the Predacons in there. Optimus Prime is finally looking like the flat truck, like he's supposed to be. So he looks correct on here as he was meant to be, and not one shot of gratuitous Michael Bayisms to be found. Okay, I can get on board with it.
Careful with what you say, man. Careful with what you say.
Why?
because we're that's they're gonna pull a bait and switch on us.
Oh God, don't tell me.
Just imagine that all of a sudden the movie is like the best Transformers thing we ever seen, and his name somehow shows up in the credits.
No. Fine.
But either way, though, I'm
Basically, a
excited.
Transformers film done right.
I
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can you imagine that, Steph? A movie made by people who actually like Transformers? Sounds almost crazy, doesn't it?
It sounds like a very, very radical idea. As radical of an idea as Elon Musk taking over Twitter. Who knew?
Which
my
which
God.
reminds me, Steph, Angel, you won the bet.
That is correct.
It's been 2 weeks and Twitter has not completely imploded. It's still on fire, but it has not completely imploded yet.
Yeah.
It's
Piss
like
off.
it's
I
like
won.
it's like
Piss off. It's not on fire.
It's
It
like the-
really isn't. Do you know what? What it is? It's a lot of the lefties turning around and being like, well, we don't have control over Twitter anymore. Well, because he's got rid of all of our friends and our insiders. Well. And they're just taking the bat and ball home. That's literally
Yeah.
what it is. Twitter is alive and well. And it's
It's
absolutely fine. It ain't going anywhere. It ain't getting destroyed. It ain't getting imploded. What's happening is Elon Musk, as far as I'm concerned, is taking the bull by the horns, trimming out all the fat, kicking out all the slimy, two-faced twat-heads that were trying to say, oh yeah,
Manipulate
Twitter's independent,
context.
Twitter's non-partisan, this, that, and the other bullshit. Getting all those two-faced mofos out. And do you know what? All the more better for it. There's more freedom of speech on Twitter. He's bringing people back. You know, it's becoming, in terms of where I see it going, an actual free space for the free flowing and the exchange of ideas without there being an agenda on one side or the other from said social space, i.e. Twitter.
You know, something?
Actually,
on that
there
on
is.
that,
Oh,
on that
sorry.
respect,
Go ahead, Joe.
on that respect, I actually do agree with you. That being said, how long is it going to take for Elon Musk to shut down Bot Sentinel on Twitter?
That is a very good question. That being
I
said,
see
there is
the-
actually some.
Wow.
I see the smirk on Steph.
How long?
Oh.
How long is it going to take before we wipe away the
That-
floozy boozy off of Twitter?
Well, extremely, extremely interesting on that score, because he
mention it.
did tweet out like a couple of emojis that indicated the death of the bots.
Oh, thank God.
Like, he is going in. And so, yeah, I think it's just a matter of time. I mean, the state of play with Boozy at the moment is he's trying to launch a new social media platform, I think called Spoutable or something like that. Oh, yeah. And
You're freaking kidding me.
No, I shit you not. And what he's also said is, he said, right, if I get 100,000 people to sign up saying that they're interested in this new social media platform, then I'll develop it and I'll get it launched, this, that, and the other. And all of a sudden he gets 100,000 people that are interested.
Oh, goodness
And
gracious.
so he is now creating, quote unquote, a new social media platform. Now, bear in mind two things. Firstly, when Elon Musk first took over Twitter, Boozy was proper up his rimhole, licking it like there was no one's business.
I
He was
remember that.
proper kissing his
like-
ass, licking his rim,
you want
every
some-
which way you could
you want
think
some
of,
ketchup
right?
to go with that? Maybe some A1 steak sauce.
It's like Andy Bernard hilariously trying to kiss up to Michael Scott in The Office while
like,
throwing
okay.
Dwight under the bus.
Okay, then in that case, we better put some money into the stock for chapstick, because if that's what's going on, this boy glossing up his lips, he's gonna make us rich.
No,
Right.
because it's all changed now. He's
Oh,
changed
you're
his
right. You're right. He
tune.
dropped out of there so he can have his own personal.
He's
social media
changed his tune now, and it's all about, oh no, Twitter's going to shit, this, that, and the other. I'm gonna make my own social media, this, that, and the other. And I tweeted Elon, and I was like, dude, Christopher Boozy, he has access to your API on Twitter.
You're gonna do something
It's
about this
kind
guy?
of bit biting the hand that feeds it, don't you think? Setting up a rival, and I use rival like very loosely, but still a
Massive
rival
quotation
social
marks.
media platform, but still has unfettered exclusive access to your API.
So basically the source code almost for just like a couple steps behind the source code of the entirety of Twitter. If he wanted to, he could Boozy could actually try to copy and paste half the stuff he's got on Twitter and make it on for his own personal little platform with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the platform.
I was gonna say, don't give him ideas for blackjack and hookers. He ain't gonna
Well,
go with that. He's
let's
too
put it
quiet.
this way, right?
Eh.
He did a tweet, and I've still got it, and it's the scariest tweet.
Who, Boozy?
Well, no, sorry, one of the scariest tweets that he's ever done. The scariest one, it's something else, but one of the scariest ones, which was something along the lines of he was releasing a report, and he turns around and he says, should I release like basically two versions? The first version that's public, and then the second version that's just for journalists
Oh,
that has
God.
specific data information on the people we are talking about in said report.
Really?
I.e., in other words, fucking doxing.
This guy is actually
Yeah.
threatening to it's like doxing with extra steps with this guy.
Oh my god.
Essentially, yeah.
He's turning himself into an information broker. He's turning himself basically into a like a social media spy master, for lack of a better term.
I was gonna say social media
Incredible.
cowboy being able to do whatever the hell he wants.
No. Cowboys are cool.
Yeah, that's
Spy masters
Yeah.
are devious and duplicitous and shit, and this is not kosher in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, he literally, actually, let me quote it word for word because I've still got it saved. He says, there will be two versions of our report. One version for the public that will not contain the legal names of the top hate accounts, and a second version for journalists and media outlets that will contain their legal names and additional relevant information. And then the Geek Buzz at Geek the Dog then says, hopefully the names will be revealed and will give pause to those not yet identified, targeting others. And Christopher Boozy then responds back, I'm confident they will.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This
Not even
dude
trying to hide
is
it
an
anymore.
evil morpho when it comes
nerve
to
of
your
him.
data on Twitter. He should not have access to API Twitter. I
No,
mean,
not
let
one bit.
alone the numerous violations that he's making alone for Twitter terms of service when it comes to developers' access to API. Dude's in a lot of trouble with
Jesus
international data
Christ.
protection law. I can tell you that right now.
You know how they say that some people just go online and somehow dump all their personal information without any care in the world? I think we're witnessing the next step of that. We have people in charge of businesses going online and dumping their illegal activity information without a care in the world. Does everybody keep forgetting that what happens online tends to stay online?
The internet is forever is a phrase. For
It
a
doesn't go
reason.
away.
yeah. The internet does not forget.
Oh, speaking of, there is one little detail that I forgot to mention.
They released
Thank you for reminding me. Steph, can you hear us?
Steph, but-
Yeah, I can hear you.
she's
Can you hear
still
me?
Oh, okay.
Can you hear the
Yeah,
others?
she's still here, Joe.
Yeah, I can hear you
Okay,
guys.
good. Thank you. There was actually a bit of detail that I immediately forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I was going to point this out. Two actually interesting happenings regarding Twitter, or rather, surrounding Twitter. First off, the social media platform Hive has experienced a massive downturn of users because after advertising themselves as a Musk-free platform to go check out your social priorities, it was found out that they were essentially screwing around with your personal information.
You gotta
Ta-da.
be fucking kidding me.
And number two, remember when Musk said that he was essentially trying to actually get people that were working doing the business in the business? Turns out that after he let go of all those excessive workers, they found out, and this is serious shit, there was a specific tag, I do not have it on me, that was being used to distribute CP.
Oh hell no!
Oh boy.
No!
Yes.
No! Hell fucking no!
This was a known problem that had been there for a while, but the sheer overbloat of people, the enormous amount of workers that were doing nothing, essentially dumped that thing into a massive pile file and was left forgotten. And only after they cut out all the unnecessary workers and they had the people that actually knew how to code working, they found the problem and rectified it immediately. Authorities have been averted, and the attack has been scrubbed from history alongside all the material connected to it, so nobody else may be harmed. But yeah, there were thousands of people working at Twitter. Many of them may have known about this, and nobody did a damn thing until they finally cleaned out enough trash that somebody went, wait a minute, what the hell is this thing?
I need articles. I need stories. I need stuff to say.
I am looking for them as we
Send it to
speak.
me. Like
that'll be something we'll want to talk about.
That's gonna be on Wednesday. I'm gonna pull that shit up on Wednesday on the Black Files. I am not having that shit. That is horse shit. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I saw some terrible stuff.
And think about it, right? Think about who is it? Who are the people that are turning around and saying that Elon Musk is destroying Twitter? Those that potentially may have benefited from this particular situation that Angel's brought up.
I'm gonna slap things. I swear
right?
I was truly disgusted when I found out about it.
Agenda here that is going on of the whole trying to push this narrative that Musk is destroying Twitter. He's not, you guys. He's freaking literally tidying this shit up, and he's making it better and putting it back really to what Twitter was originally for in the first place.
Oh, here it is.
Which
Found the
was
articles. I'll be
again, a
forwarding them to you
social
right now.
online place, a marketplace for the free exchange of ideas, regardless of whereabouts on the political or belief spectrum you were. Everyone has a right to freedom of speech. And that's what he's doing.
Shit going on in this place, my man.
Evil Jews.
So yes, for once, a genuinely, actually good thing came out of this, and it's the fact that somebody found the tag being used for child exploitation, and the issue was addressed immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds over here.
Yeah, as we're looking into this, obviously, I'm with Juan on this one. This is something that we're going to want to discuss in full detail Wednesday night on the Black Files.
Yeah.
This is very... This isn't cool.
This is breaking news bullshit, but I'm here to... Yeah, no, oh my fucking Lord.
And Angel, we do thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, Steph, thank you as well, because this is unbelievable. Okay, I'm going ahead, I'm showing the article, and I'm going to share the link on it. How do you pronounce it? QP India? What the heck is that? No, that's OP India.
Upland. OP India. Yeah,
Oplinda, or whatever. I'm not sure. Sorry. Killing 2 hashtags was needed to curb child exploitation on Twitter, and it happens only after Elon Musk took over. Read details.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said,
And do you guys still believe that Elon's destroying Twitter?
Well.
Oh, I highly doubt it. He's clearly doing it for his ego, but I know for a fact that he's not going out of his way to ruin it. After all, this is, whether he likes it or not, his massive $44 billion investment.
Yeah.
Now.
What? No. Whether he... No. That's not my question, Angel. My question is, the actions that he's taking, then do you think it's going to destroy Twitter or not?
Oh, no. We know for a fact that he won't.
I think it's strengthening it and making it 100 times better. And for all those that are turning around and saying, Elon's destroying Twitter, in 2 weeks it's going to be destroyed, it ain't going to be there, this, that and the other. If we can just look at that article alone, look at that story alone.
Yeah,
and then turn around to me and say, is he destroying Twitter or not?
No.
Okay.
I will side with you on this one, Steph.
We are not too proud to say that. We may have been mistaken.
Yeah, no, I am not above eating crow, because I was the one that made a bet saying, because I was trying to be generous. Juan was saying that it will end in a week. I was being generous and saying, no, I don't want to give it a week. I want to give it 2 weeks.
And see how shit turned out. And
but
with
this
information, we're glad with updating our opinions on stuff if there's new data that comes out and supports any claims either for or against it.
I am not above admitting that I'm wrong.
Ditto. Same here.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh my Lord.
Elon did
this is a hell of a U-turn from what we were
with Kim.com and some others this evening. It finished about an hour ago. And he ended by saying, Twitter's alive, baby. Twitter's alive. In response to those that were turning around and saying that it's dying and that he's running it to the ground, this, that, and the other. It just was like, nah, Twitter's alive, baby. Twitter's alive.
To be fair, though, this is the internet. People love to lose their shit and jump to any extreme they can find. That's the fun part of it. But it's also one of the most annoying parts of it. It's kind of hard to get the truth when everybody claims that it's either going to go one way or the other.
Correct.
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you.
Oh, Juan, I believe you have a question.
I was gonna ask a question. I'm trying not to go into whataboutism, but I do want to ask. Sorry, but there's no other way to frame the question or rephrase it. What about the concerns of folks who worked in Twitter when the report of Elon Musk talking to his staff and talking to the employees saying that that bankruptcy for Twitter within the next year or two is a distinct possibility, which threw everyone into chaos in the office. Like, that wouldn't look too well in terms of folks who are looking to advertise there, folks who are looking to continue using Twitter as a proper platform. That sort of instability where this shit was happening all in very rapid order, that didn't help any sort of case of saying that Twitter's strong and Twitter's fine. Because if Elon Musk is saying Twitter's strong and Twitter's fine, but to the employees he's also saying, by the way, we might be going bankrupt within a year or two because that's a distinct possibility. It feels like it's sending a mixed message, and
So,
it feels like that's like, okay, what is he?
Where's
trying to
the
frame
source for that one, Show?
What's up?
I'm looking into that right now to see if I can find any further information myself.
If there's a video or an audio of Elon Musk saying that, okay. But
Written
if
reports
it's a
and testimonies and
source at Twitter said that at a meeting with Elon Musk, he announced that it might go bankrupt in the next 2 years, then I'm sorry, but I'm calling BS on that. Because why invest over $44 billion into a company with with you thinking that there's going to be a possibility in 2 years' time it's going to go bankrupt? It don't make sense. It doesn't make any business sense.
You're not.
You're going to invest $44 billion. You want to make damn sure that's going to be profitable as AF.
Yeah, no, this is like the first bit of that came up from last month. One of the top articles on there was from NPR. There was the other ones from also Bloomberg and Vanity Fair.
Don't care.
I'll be
Is there a
digging into
video?
this as
Is
well
there
to see if I can
audio
find any
or
proper
visual of
statements.
Elon Musk saying this?
Coming from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's very easy to assume in this case.
Bullshit,
and to be fair, though, social media locations do like to blow into whatever little bit of information they can find. So far, I am seeing basically written articles, but no actual statements from the man himself. I will be looking into this, and I promise, if I find any information that is connecting to anything that looks like solid evidence, I will let you know. So far, I'm still looking. I will inform you the second anything runs by my feed.
That would be greatly appreciated.
I appreciate that, bro, because Wednesday we're gonna have to actually discuss this stuff properly, because with these reports on the one hand of Musk saying that there might be bankruptcy in the future of Twitter, and then this other news article that came up that you shared with us, which shows that there was like what is it, like an invisible hashtag or like an
it was a hashtag using a combination of letters and digits to transmit child exploitation information.
Lord, yeah, because it's because there is definitely more than one side to this story, and yeah, we did go in like, I know, Angel, you enjoy the trash fires, which is why we're fine at first with like, okay, yeah, it looks like with Musk going completely erratic, we're gonna see a crash and burn because he can't make his mind up. Yeah. But with this stuff coming out as a result as well, that's like, okay, maybe there may be something to this. Maybe instead of it being a trash fire, it might be a brush fire. It's a clearing fire to clear off the overgrowth in the forest.
But like you said, we'll save it for Wednesday. That gives it plenty of time, because who knows? Anything can happen in the span of what, 4 days?
Oh man, we've seen some crazy stuff happen in 24 hours. I would not be surprised.
We were talking about the whole thing with FTX. You remember how I was breaking down the timeline on it? It was within increments of 24-hour periods. That was
so much money just disappearing like water down a fall.
How are we gonna rebound back to that? Because we're in the middle of talking about
movie trailers and
I
shit.
know. How are we supposed
Listen,
to
that was enough good news. Time to talk about bankruptcy. The Ravens flock is going broke, and we need your help.
Shut up, Angel.
in
Don't
now.
tell him that.
Well, they could. I mean, I did post all of our all the support links for the Ravens flock on
All
the
right,
chat.
all right.
so
You
if
know what?
they
I'm
want
gonna
they can.
try. I'm gonna do the best I can to try and get us back on the
Please
fun
do.
track. All right.
Yes,
you know
we
what?
need to get back on the crazy train. Like, we need to hop off of this crazy train. We need to get back onto this other train over here where we were talking about
All right.
movies.
You know what?
There's one train that
There
we
is
don't want
one-
to be on. We don't want to be on the train that leads from that leads through to Moscow, because you don't know who would be on the train. You could find yourself face to face with a myth in the
boy.
world of the Russian banditi, the world of the Russian mob. A man who can outdrink
my
anyone, a
God.
man
Are you
who
really gonna
robbed an
go there?
entire train. We're talking, of course, about the Machine.
The machine. What an ominous title for a supposed
Okay.
action comedy.
All right. I hope I
I was
saved
gonna
all
talk
the
about something else,
well,
but yeah, okay.
No, well, that is a movie trailer that's coming out. Okay, I don't know if you know this. What do you know, Steph, about an American comedian by the name of Bert Kreischer?
Absolute FA.
In that case, I will send you exactly what I mean by that. Long story short here, he has one part. He's a stand-up comedian, and he has this one tale that he's told over the years in his comedy routine, where while he was in college, he studied Russian in college by accident because he was trying to enroll into Spanish class, and one thing led to another. He was like, okay, his teacher tells him, I need one extra kid in my class in order to actually teach this. You don't have to listen to my class. You don't have to listen to anything I say or do. You don't even have to learn the language. Just sit here. You're present for class. I'll pass you with a C or whatever. And because I need, like, at minimum of 15, you're number 15. So instead of leaving the class, he goes ahead and sticks around. He goes into this 4 years in college, not learning a single word of Russian. The last semester, the entire class has a study abroad trip of vacation in Russia. He gets mixed up with the Russian mob there. And thinking that he's gonna impress them and like this lanky freaking 22-year-old doof. And when he actually meets with them, instead of having this like awesome, cool, prepared, like, hi, my name is Bert. I work pussy. Yeah. He freezes when he's got big fucking burly Russian mafia guys, and he just shouts, "I am the Machine." They lose their shit. They basically adopt this
that's
poor
great.
American kid who's like, and he starts like they start fucking drinking, partying with the fucking Russian mafia. It goes to a point where where his entire class is on a train to Moscow. And he meets up with the mobsters that are in that train, and that ends up in a horrifying circumstance where he joins the mafia for the summer and robbed his own class on that train. This movie that's coming out early next year by Legendary Pictures, starring Bert Kreischer,
Right.
and also Mark Hamill is going to be in this movie.
Of course.
It's basically him talking about this stand-up routine, like, oh shit, there were consequences to me being a college boy, fucking robbing a train in Russia with the mafia, and oh shit, the Russian mafia's after me now, all these years later. It is like the biggest and most fucking stupid comedy of errors. I promise you, Steph, you are going to love it. Just seeing the trailer, I'm already familiar with the guy's material as a comedian. I'm like, oh my god, they're making a movie of his The Machine story.
Yes.
Perfect.
It's gonna be good
I'm
times.
seeing Steph's face. You are completely confuzzled.
I'm confused.
Good.
It's okay.
That's a good
It's
state of
okay.
mind to
It's
come
okay.
in.
I
I'm
don't
with you on
know
that
how
one 'cause
to
I'm
make
equal.
of this. It's basically a dude that somehow falls out of favor with the Russian mob because he made a joke, and now years later they're after him or something.
Okay. I'm going to try it one more time here.
All right. Yeah.
He's a stand-up
One more
comedian.
time.
He's in his stand-up routines, like, this is real life. In his actual stand-up routines, he's talked about how when he was in college, one summer he joined up with the Russian mafia. The movie is based off of that story, saying, okay, there was consequence of him hanging with the Russian mafia, getting drunk, partying with them, robbing shit, committing crimes with the Russian mafia as a friggin' college kid. Now that he's a fucking grown-ass man, like freaking middle-aged, lumpy, fat dude. Fucking the Russian mafia is after him now.
Because he did the
Because
business.
because
the dirty
these
business.
fables of this horrible monster of the Russian mob who committed so many crimes one year set all this calamity in motion, and it's just like I was literally just a fucking college kid trying to breeze through class. I wasn't expecting this shit to happen. Here's what I'll do to help set you up for this, Steph.
Yeah.
I will send you the video on YouTube.
Send her the trailer. She needs to see
Well,
this.
first of his routine, so she gets the story.
Right.
And then the trailer that was posted, so that you can see what the inspired by true events kind of thing gets into, and why it's clearly obviously not meant to be taken seriously. It is not meant to be.
Yeah, I was going to say, you beat
so
me by a
horrible.
few seconds because I was going to say the same thing. Like, yeah, you know what? She's confused. Why don't you send her, actual
I'll send you the stuff so you
that
understand
she gets
here.
it, okay?
You know, this is the second movie about a main character getting into shenanigans in a train that I'm really excited of seeing. And the first one was pretty good, so hey.
All right.
No,
now,
yeah,
I was
Bullet
gonna,
Train. That one was fucking
That
brilliant.
was fucking brilliant. Oh, by the way, before we get into the actual, next trailer, Bullet Train's on Netflix now, Angel.
Yes, I found out. And everybody should go see it. This is not a request. This is a threat.
All right. Oh, God. But anyways,
Sorry, what's the threat? What's the threat, Angel?
To watch
You
the movie
will go
Bullet
see
Train.
Bullet Train.
I love Bullet Train.
Bullet Train was so
Bullet Train
good.
was so much fun. I
It
went
was
to go see
amazing.
it with my cinema buddy, right? And he turned around and he was like, "What the shit bag was that?" And I was like, "What?" I was freaking amazing. It was so insanely good. I
really
absolutely loved it. Like the gore and the killing and the blood and everything. I was proper in my element. He just didn't like it. Although,
But I'm so sorry to hear
another
that.
film that's really, I think, more wackier than that. And I would actually like to put in as a contender of actually movie of the year.
Yes.
It's
No,
that good,
100%. I agree.
I
No,
agree too.
not Bullet Train. No.
No.
Oh, what
No.
movie?
Anywhere, Everywhere, All at Once.
Oh my God, that
Everything
one was
Everywhere,
so
All at
good
Once.
too.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a
I agree.
It
damn
was the
good one.
greatest
Yes.
bagel commercial the world has ever seen.
I will tell you something. That to me is the contender for the best movie of the year. Best movie of the
Yeah.
year so far that I've
Easily.
seen. Absolutely insane. Oh my goodness. Spoiler alert, guys, but if you haven't seen it by now, what the deuce?
Yeah, I know.
Using little miniature dogs as freaking nunchucks was freaking insane. And
It
oh my
was
goodness.
amazing.
How
That
many
was freaking brilliant. I
things
loved
can
it.
you
That was it.
use as freaking butt plugs? Like, oh my goodness, they had a thing for butts and shoving things up it. I was all here for it. Although for the first half hour, right, I was literally turning to me cinema buddy and I was falling asleep.
Right.
I was like, dude, what the frick is this, right? He was
It
like,
gets you
"I
in,
don't
doesn't
know."
It really does.
It starts
all of a
very
sudden,
slow.
Freaking turns crazy, batshit crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm here for it now. I'm here for
Yeah,
it now.
it's
No, no,
great.
no. I'm all in agreement for that, but let's go ahead and start discussing a trailer to a movie franchise that I think we all know universally well, especially Juan, because it holds a special place in his Lucas film loving heart.
I will not lie. I got hyped. I know that not a lot of folks have a lot of faith in it, but once I saw this trailer for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, I was like, oh shit. They're really going to go there. They're really going to go with time travel. Well, the last one, we had aliens.
The last
the
one
one
we had
before that,
aliens.
we had
That
the
one-
Holy Grail. The one before that, we had ancient evil Indian gods. And the one before that, we had the Ark of the Covenant. Sure, time travel, why not? Whatever. Okay.
This is one of those things that can work very well or it can screw up real badly. This is going to be one of those parts of the story that relies entirely on the skill of the screenwriter. Who is doing the screenwriter?
If I'm not mistaken, James Mangold has written and directed this one. Folks might recognize that name, or might not, from the tearjerker Logan.
Oh
As in-
yeah,
Yeah.
For
the
that
final
alone,
outing
I'm
of
willing to give it a
Wolverine.
shot.
yeah. The movie where Wolverine dies.
Yeah,
Sorry if you
I'm
haven't
willing
seen
to
it. It's
give
been
this a
years.
shot, if only by virtue of the fact that I really enjoy Logan, and the man can make some good work. So, who knows? Maybe this will be one of those times in cinema where time travel doesn't make me roll my eyes so hard they fall out of my head.
That is true,
Who
and
knows?
much like his role with Han Solo and how they killed him off in The Force Awakens, this might be the final send off of Indiana Jones for Harrison Ford.
I mean, he's pushing 80. The man needs a break.
Like he's been needed to hang up the hat and whip for a while,
Yeah.
but I think that's why everyone was so certain that Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was going to be one and done.
That was such a
I was-
weird experience. That was such a weird movie.
I know, like
Did you see it, Steph? Kingdom of the Crystal
Yes.
Skull with Shia
Yes, she
LaBeouf.
has.
Oh my goodness,
with
that was
actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
that was such a weird movie.
Maybe this will be like the Devil May Cry 5 to the Indiana Jones franchise. You know, like the previous installment was not very well received. And we bring in some good writers and the original cast and go, we're not letting you die. And we get like one good final hurrah before Dante goes to hell and spends the rest of his life cutting weed with Virgil.
Oh my
Look,
goodness.
let me put it this way to you guys.
Yeah.
I think it was like a year or two ago. Can't say much, but Andy showed me like I think it was like concept art when it comes to the Indiana Jones 5 movie.
Oh,
Let's put it this way. What I saw, if that's what they're going with, regardless of it being James Mangold, I'm scared.
scared.
Yeah,
You're scared that's
effing
good.
scared,
that
guys.
it's going to be too ridiculous, or
It's bordering on. It ain't even bordering. It's just
Oh,
ridiculous if they do it.
Well, that
Absolutely
is a big
ridiculous.
if they do it, though.
It will be like, to me, potentially worse than Crystal Skull.
Wow. Okay, that is a
Yeah.
declaration right there.
That-
Damn.
Well, like
If-
Angel
if
says,
they
you know,
go
time-
with what I saw, yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, like Angel says, you know, when you add the time travel element into the movie, it can either make the film or break the film.
If we got, like I said, I have faith in the writer, but whether they can handle that kind of particular topic, that's going to be the part that I'm going to see when we get there.
But you have to also consider, right? Okay. Name, 3 good time travel movies that were good. You don't
were
shit
good.
on that were good.
Back to the Futures 1, 2, and 3.
There we go.
Yep, there we go. Yeah.
I was going to say
Point proven.
Doesn't the original
Whenever
Terminator count?
my point's been proven there, because when anyone ever attempts and implements the storyline of time travel in their movie, it's effed at that point. It's done.
That means
Because it's so
consequences don't matter.
freaking rare to get it right. The chances are when you are incorporating time travel into your movie, chances are it's done. It's
Yeah,
done.
it's a make it
gonna
or
be
break it
shiz.
scenario.
Could-
Either it comes out perfect or it's completely ruined.
Couldn't it be argued that the original Terminator movie is also time travel?
Well, I was going to say
You know what?
to Judgment Day, but yeah.
Terminators 1 and 2 are, they are definitely time travel, but let's not forget, they were followed by a bunch of Terminators that were not good. Though that one could arguably the problem there is that they didn't know when to stop time traveling instead. I will
But,
never.
hang on a
forgive
minute.
this one.
What you've talked about there are franchises with a predilection that they're already based on time travel.
Hey, you know what? No, point. This is the first time we're seeing time travel in Indiana Jones.
Correct.
So, ooh.
When
Well-
you've got, right, a movie, whether it's solo or they introduce it as part of a franchise where it was never established before, of time travel, like I say, chances are you're screwed.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good enough because we're nerds, we're geeks, and the chances are when you incorporate time travel, we're going to analyze the absolute shiz out of it to see if it makes sense or not. I mean, hello, Endgame.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are
that's
still
a different
complaining about
variety
that.
of time travel that they did with Endgame. The
Right?
Taking liberties of the alternate realities.
yeah,
so,
that kind of thing. Yeah, that's one way, and like it works for some folks. It doesn't work for a lot of others. That's why the hashtag time heist part didn't really. Yeah, I'm good because the only reason why I'm calling it that way is because the way Ant-Man Scott Lang is kind of hyped for the idea. I'm imagining his ass hashtagging it all over social media shit because he's that kind of a goof. But I digress. The point is, you're right about that, Steph. With time travel, it's extremely tricky. The bit that has always gotten Indiana Jones was like the heroic action adventure explorer of like the old Republic or Universal films of the 30s and 40s with like the adventurer archaeologist with a supernatural twist.
Yep.
Now, time travel can be either scientifically or mystically implemented when it comes to fiction. So depending on how they thread that needle, I think that is how we're going to have to work on that. We literally have the Holy Grail. We literally have the Shankara Stones. I remember the name for them from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. There's going to be ways that they'll weave that in with the story.
Well, we'll figure it. We'll figure it out when we come to it. Like, let's wait till the movie comes out. We'll see how it goes, and if it sinks faster than the Titanic, then you owe Steph.
I guess I owe Steph. Which, by the way, I hope you don't mind me, Steph. Just as a bit of peace, and a bit of peace of mind, I'm actually drinking Coke Zero over here. So.
No, I did say you owe Steph. It's up to Steph.
Well, at least it's still Coke. However, Coke Zero. Screw you. Full fat Coke. What are you doing with your son?
It's called my diabetes. I literally can't have too much.
He's basically your name.
Fair
I'm
enough.
a fan of drinking vanilla Coke.
Okay, that I shall excuse you for.
Thank you.
It's very, very rare that I will excuse anyone for not drinking full fat. However, yeah, we don't want you to die. So you guzzle that Coke Zero. Remember to swallow. Always swallow.
Hey, Steph,
Steph,
I
if
enjoy...
you want me to swallow, just ask.
Idiot.
She set me up. I knocked it down.
You
okay?
people are
I
filthy
enjoy
and
vanilla
disgusting.
Coke.
Where?
Vanilla Coke is my go-to.
Vanilla
I
Coke.
just-
Oh, she's the best. Just freaking original. OG's always the best.
That's
Fun
I got
fact.
this cozy from Vegas last month, by the way.
Hey,
Nice.
nice.
Oh, good.
So cool. Like I just get it
Boom.
out of the fridge, put it in this, and it's cold, but my hand doesn't freeze up like a mofo. It's like an invention like no
The beauty
other.
of thermodynamics. Oh, speaking of, if I may throw a small little anecdote there.
before you do,
Oh,
Before
sorry.
you do, Angel, very quickly, Earth and Sky went ahead and sent $5 to the Ravens.
Oh my
Flock of our
goodness.
cash.
Thank you. Thank you so
very
much.
much, Earth and Sky. Also, we had other folks in the chat who were giving good time travel movies. Like there's the Time Machine based on the novel by
Oh, the
H.G.
Time
Wells.
Machine.
There's Doctor Who.
Oh, I thought you said hot tub time machine. Oh, okay, thank you.
That's
No,
a different
not
kind of
Time Machine.
horror.
The time.
Doctor Who's an entire show. Quantum Leap is also time travel.
I forgot about Quantum Leap.
Like, how can you forget about Quantum Leap? It gave us Scott Bakula.
To be
how
fair,
dare
though,
you.
that's
Okay,
one of those movies that I
so-
saw once in Cuba and I forgot
You've
about.
got, again, it's my same point proven. Doctor Who is based on freaking time travel.
Yeah,
So it's dedicated to getting it right.
same as the Time
Quantum
Machine.
Leap,
It
same
used
thing.
H.G. Wells is
Time-
the originator, kind of.
Time machine, exactly. Same thing. The only one I would say is a little bit iffy is Star Trek.
Yeah,
'cause you had, like, different
they got a
ways
little
that they do
loose with
time
that
travel
one,
in
didn't
Star
they?
Oh
Trek.
man, yeah.
It was
Correct.
literally like
And then you've got the different timelines
yeah, then you have
in
like,
Star Trek lore. So Star Trek, I don't think did time travel right. I think Star Trek has a big, massive issue when it comes to them
So-
attempting to do time travel.
so you would not go back in time to save the whales.
I knew you were
No,
gonna go there. You
screw them
asshole.
whales.
No,
I knew you
exactly.
were gonna go there.
No,
God, you're so predictable, Juan.
screw it.
Screw
No.
it. The Earth is doomed anyway. Screw the whales. Okay, fine.
Yes.
No whales for you.
Do you know what? Fuck the whales.
Seriously,
Wow.
Juan, are you trying to hammer in some sort of animal rights commentary on our show?
They got a
Possibly.
blowhole.
God dang it, Steph. Holy
By the way,
crap.
I
No,
do must mention something.
What's up?
No, I kind of forgot now. Sorry, keep going.
Okay,
No,
no
you're-
worries. Well, let's go ahead and cover the final trailer before we get into the video game portion of the
Okay.
news.
Oh,
And this one
right.
is
Sorry, I
great.
remember now.
Oh,
I
what's up?
apologize for interrupting, Joe. There is one reason why I do want to see this movie. This movie in particular does have a rather important aspect to some shenanigans. Mainly, it's the fact that this is going to be, for what we've been informed, the last movie that John Williams makes music for.
That's true. You can't go wrong with John Williams, and he's
The man's talent cannot be denied.
Shoot, you know what? You're right. Crap. The guy has a range. Like, he's done music for Star Wars. He's done music for the classic Superman movies.
Yep. He started off on TV show with doing the music for the original Lost in Space television series. Did you know that, Steph? I don't know if you knew it.
John Williams, cinematography.
No,
no,
John
John
Williams.
No, he's a music
composer
composer.
with the London Symphony Orchestra.
He has made the iconic themes for
right,
many,
honestly,
many
I was
films,
just to know.
including the iconic Star Wars theme.
That was all him. And let's see, he's done Jaws, E.T.
Know that. He did Star Wars, didn't he?
Yeah, he did all of Star Wars.
So, Angel, you're saying that this upcoming film, Indiana Jones 5, that's going to be his swan song?
Essentially, this is going to be the last film he makes music for. He's nearing retirement and he wants to rest.
He's earned it.
He's earned it. He's earned it. Hey,
Well, he's earned it, but
Let's see if
finishing
the
with
movie lives up
Indiana
to it.
5.
does it have to be
I
this
know.
film?
This movie better be damn good or it's going to be a disgrace to everyone, even the musicians.
Oh, boy.
You know, yeah.
All right, let's
That's
go ahead
totally
and,
fair.
let's go ahead and talk about the 6th trailer that we're going to discuss. It's crazy.
It is so
insane.
stupid.
It is so dumb. Forget about everything that Juan said about the previous trailer about the machine. I think in terms of stupidness and outrageously insane content, I think this one takes the cake. And I am not exaggerating when I say the title of this movie is literally called
Cocaine Bear.
Oh, yeah. This is it. The greatest film of all time is coming, people.
Cocaine Bear.
I'm just gonna go watch it just for the curiosity factor of how fucked up this shit is gonna get. Like, it's like, do you know what? If you ever wanted to know what would happen when a bear gets introduced to cocaine, takes a little bit of a snifferoo.
Oh my freaking!
Here's the public service announcement, guys.
Oh my God.
Basically, stay the F out of the way of said bear, otherwise he will destroy you.
Yeah, Juan, you talk about
Do not give a shit, and probably do it with a smile on his face because you know he's coked up.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, Juan, you
Oh
talk
God!
about
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
the bears that's gonna kill us with cocaine.
Well, I'll save the bears from the cocaine. I'll help try to detox them. And who knows? Perhaps they might even give me a... Oh, fuck.
Hey, Angel, that's funny. You hear that? Juan says he's gonna save the bears.
What,
I don't
like
think we need
bears.
to, no, I don't think there will be enough time travel to justify this. I'm sorry.
No, it's... I kid you not. It
And
came
it's
across...
based on true events.
That's the worst part. It's based on actual real life events. Okay, it is sometime in the middle of the late 80s. There was a drug cartel.
1985.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. 85. There was a drug cartel running along the American Appalachians. That's like the East Coast mountain range over here, like, you know, Kentucky, Alabama, Tennessee, all in that area, Missouri. And a small charter plane that these drug runners were flying. Apparently, their load was too heavy, and the guy in charge of the plane was like, "No, okay, dump some of the cargo. We'll pick it up later. We need to land this thing properly." They dump it out of the freaking plane, out of the freaking door. Bags and bags and bags of cocaine, and a random poor little, a gigantic brown grizzly bear gets into it and goes on a massive 2-month-long killing spree of murdering and maulings, all while on a cocaine-out bender. Hilarity ensues.
Oh my God.
I wish we could make this shit up. I went ahead and looked up the story. It's real. It happened.
That's true.
The poor fucking bear. They have the actual bear who died after ingesting all that cocaine. Because, I mean, what the fuck's going to happen to you? They have it stuffed at a museum in Kentucky somewhere.
Oh my God.
To be fair, though,
Cocaine bear. And
he
they're
was
making a
too-
movie about him.
he was too beautiful to be left to bury in the woods. They had to immortalize his form so the world would know of his glory. And now,
Taxidermy.
Just like in real life, the tale passes down and it becomes an embezzled legend. And many centuries from now, people will worship the Ursa of the White Line as a god of war from Mesopotamian civilization or some shit.
When archaeologists dig up our fucking graves, they're gonna see that they're gonna think that this poor stuffed cocaine bear is a deity or some shit. Holy crap!
Wouldn't you? A berserking animal of the woods tearing apart everything inside, fueled by the unholy white flame of cocaine? Tell me that doesn't sound like a pagan god from an old forgotten religion.
Holy shit!
I see you, Steph. I see you squint with the disbelief of, I can't believe I'm listening to this bullshit, but I can't look away. It's like a train wreck.
Yeah.
You're
Pretty much.
welcome. I'm happy to see you again.
I'm happy to see you too, Angel, and hear your wonderful voice at 1:45 in the morning in the UK.
Oh, that's right. It's like 5 a.m. over there or some crap, isn't it?
It's silly
Just said
o'clock
it's
in the morning,
1:45.
basically. is what
Jesus
I tell it
Christ.
It's the fact that this is actually being pushed so hard by Universal Pictures. I got no clue what they think is gonna happen with this thing.
Hey man, Hollywood gave us Violent Night. Of course they're gonna give us Cocaine Bear.
Well, Violent Night's cool. You got David Arbor as Santa Claus whipping ass and taking names, and John Leguizamo's getting his ass whipped.
Yeah, now we're gonna get a kick-ass bear that's high on cocaine.
Who's murdering people?
What if the final
that's
boss
a
of the
very wild
movie
way of
is
thinking.
not the bear? What if it's an even bigger bear that ate even more cocaine?
Nope. Not doing it.
Not doing it.
Oh, Mistress
Bear
Meg is in the
fight.
chat. Hi- Mistress Meg, hi there. How you doing? I missed this, and she's actually asking. PETA didn't object to this movie.
Oh,
pretty-
please.
I'm pretty
They
sure
object
PETA's
to everything.
Oh, they probably
those guys
did.
are no fun at all.
Yeah, pretty
Well,
much.
no, you
probably
see,
did.
no. They
And they're
will
like,
object
it's
if a
animal
person eats it.
cruelty to a CGI animal. How
No.
dare they?
They'll object if
Justice for
somebody eats the bear.
CGI cocaine bear. instead of actually, if you think about it, right, that cocaine bear is breaking the law. Like, oh my goodness,
If
absolute
anything-
user with the intent to distribute, because dude was in kilos of this bullshit. You know what
If
I mean?
anything,
He
defeating
should
the
actually be villainized, not oh, he needs to be protected. The
No, if-
CGI poor bear. Oh my
if it-
goodness, no. Do you know what? They'll probably turn around and be like, no, this movie shouldn't be released because it's going to encourage people to go out into the woods and find a bear and force it to take coke. Like, yeah. No,
I mean,
I don't know about you.
yeah.
I saw,
Nah.
saw
have
a
any
bear. I'm not going to go towards it. I'm going to go in every other direction that it's not at.
no. Okay.
Oh my.
I don't know what sort of pretzel-brained thinking is going to have to be implemented to justify that, but we're talking actual kilograms full of cocaine. That shit costs buku bucks. I don't know a single person who's dumb enough and loaded enough to buy that much cocaine to intentionally force it into a bear's body.
It reminds me of that brief panic during Halloween where people commented that some unscrupulous individuals might sneak drugs in the candy to get children addicted. And I'm just sitting here going, do you have any idea how
Oh.
expensive drugs are?
They're not-
Do you have any
Hang on
idea
a
how...
minute.
What's up?
Guys, I've got a legitimate question here.
Yes,
what's
So
up?
I found out because my brain's kind of expanding here in terms of knowledge of the world, right? I found out that there's a thing called butt chugging. I've been talking about this recently, okay?
Oh,
Butt
Okay.
chugging?
No.
thing.
It's
You
it's
just
it's this
found out
it's
about
this.
that.
It was from this film I think called Blockers.
Yes.
With John Cena in, and he and these other characters, they go to a like college frat party, whatever, and he does this butt chugging situation. Okay, but I've just had an idea.
Eh.
He butt chugs with alcohol. I wonder if there's the equivalent for drugs.
there is. There is not much of a precedent, but there have been cases of particularly desperate meth heads that have, in times of great desperation to escape the authorities, shot the medication wherever they could find it, including their bum holes. These
No,
have
no,
had.
no. I get that. No. I know that there's that. That's why, cavity searches, hello.
Yeah.
But no, I mean
Actually ingesting.
actually butt chugging drugs for the high, not to evade authorities. Like,
Honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell you because apart from bloggers, the only other instance I've seen of butt chugging is from Jackass #2, the movie, where Steve-O, literally butt chugs beer.
I'm horrified and yet totally not surprised that you remember that.
I
used
found
to
it.
like watching Jackass growing up.
Well, so did I, but I had actually forgotten that. Holy crap. And we actually have the movies. But no, okay.
It is
You've got me curious now
called
too, Steph. I hope you're
boofing.
proud of yourself.
What, you want to do butt chugging?
No, I'm going to be doing research on other rectally partaken recreational drugifications. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I found
Now
it.
got homework
did
to
It's
do.
you
called
guys
boofing.
ever think when you started this stream that you'd be talking
one bit.
about butt chugging
By the
and
way,
inserting drugs
apparently
the arsehole, basically?
the process of putting the drugs of your butt is much seldom done because it doesn't get the same effect. But it's called boofing drugs. BOOFING.
That's what they mean by boofing. Oh, fuck. I remember that.
Boofing.
Oh,
Yeah.
son of a...
Obviously, it's not used as much
Okay,
because it's not a
I'm gonna try and
liquid.
remember that. Thank you, Angel.
How to assist?
Okay, yeah, let's.
Hi there, K-Storm.
Hello, K-Storm.
How'd they break your brain this time?
Angel, tell him.
Steph,
Well,
tell
you see,
K-Storm.
we're talking about the illicit activity of inserting
Hello.
drugs up your butthole. Also, Steph is here.
Yes, I'm here.
Angel.
Hello.
Hey, she brought it up.
I'm getting the lads into trouble. We're talking about butt chugging and boofing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that explains that. That
Yeah.
explains how you broke him.
All right, let's go
Holy
ahead.
snap. Also, Amy Goodhart's in the chat. Hi there, Amy.
Hello,
and
Amy.
she
Hello.
said that
Thank
you
her
for
and
joining
Lewis went to see Violent Night last night, and they put a review up on Nuke the Fridge. I'm
Awesome.
going to go ahead and check that out.
But that being said, let's go ahead, for Juan's sake here, let's go ahead and move on from the butt chugging and the boofing, and let's discuss something a little bit more
Well,
lighter.
before we do that, I'm going to have to bounce.
All
I thought
right.
I'd leave on a high.
Steph,
Ba-boom.
Very impressive.
you look
Hi.
fantastic,
you look
by
great,
the way.
and I love the setup that you have in the
And
background.
yes,
It's awesome.
I love the lighting over here of your
Yeah.
bookshelf. It is awesome. I see okay, I noticed that your Coke fridge is not on the windowsill anymore for the moment. Is that just
It's here.
it's right beside
It's-
you? Much
right
better, much more accessible.
What is that thing behind your internet provider behind you? That silver casing. Is that like a pencil sharpener?
No.
Okay, so hang on a minute.
No, to the left. Yeah,
this
what is that?
my modem,
Oh, okay.
and this is a dehumidifier and air purifier.
Right on.
But what I'm planning to do, and I'm researching at the moment, is getting a roller blind down here that's custom made that has my channel's logo on it.
Nice.
Nice, like a vinyl roller blind. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Something
okay, I can
along
dig
those
that.
lines.
That's awesome.
But all day today, I've literally been doing more things in the studio here, getting that set up with the lights, because I got the Philips Hue lights, and oh my goodness, trying to get my head around how they work and getting all that set up, and then getting my camera and my lighting here right, because that then. All the lights here was overexposing that, and oh my goodness, it was a little bit of a mess. But yeah, I think we've got there in the end. So
Yeah, I'm definitely digging the mood. I'm digging the lighting
It's
over here
pretty
so
cool.
far. and
I
it's
like it.
very top tier. I'm digging it. Thank you so much.
It looks
for
great.
that,
You
Steph.
really outdid yourself. All
Oh,
well,
wow.
thank you
Nice.
very much for
The nails
I
are
want my
looking good. I
studio
see
to be
those
next
gloss.
level YouTube studio legit. So yeah, there's going to be more stuff that's going to be on these shelves here, of course. So I'm just figuring that out. But yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's
definitely.
starting to come together. And then my wall for the Free the Gob situation, the dudes are coming next week to measure it all up. So all that is in the
Soundproofing is on
works to
its
get
way.
done.
That sounds
Fantastic.
great. I'm happy to hear that. And Steph, once again, thank you very much for hopping onto our show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for showing up.
And you have yourself a great night, okay?
And
Thanks for letting me on, and thanks for letting me discuss butt chugging and now boofing with you all.
oh Lord.
Two big B's. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your stream, guys.
Yeah,
Everyone, if you haven't done so
Likewise.
already,
Take good care
subscribe to
of
the
you.
Ravens Flock, Cash App, PayPal, whatever they've got. Send them a few bucks their way just to show your appreciation, because these guys work their ass off to give you this fine content of butt chugging and boofing. So if you appreciate the butt chugging and the boofing discussion, and of course you do, send a couple of bucks, Ravens Flock way. I'll be lurking, so you better be doing it.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. You have a good night.
Have a
Be
good night,
safe.
Steph.
Take care.
Oh my goodness.
That was Steph the Alter Nerd. I seriously, legit was not expecting tonight to go that way.
Yeah, to
Oh
go into
my
the route
Lord
of
in
butt
heaven.
chugging and boofing. You disgusting Cuban. You are half responsible for this. It is your fault.
You're welcome.
I went ahead and
Look
I
what
took
you
care
did
of
with
a
Juan. Juan is such an innocent bystander.
spam bot
Actually,
tried
no,
to show
Juan's
up at
not
the
an
last
innocent
second.
bystander. Juan was.
No, release the spam bot. We have no need for such a thing.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into the video game portion of the news while Juan's taking care of some bot control. Angel, what have you got
You
for
got
us?
it. Well, to begin with, we have some actual good news. Sonic the Hedgehog Frontiers has done fantastically. It has received rave reviews by everybody who played the game and shit reviews by every other critic, so you know it's a good game. And Sega has heard the praise. Not only is the game getting an enormous, massive, monumental amount of free, delicious DLC, we now get to play as the other characters, which is something we haven't been able to do since 2006. That's right. The last time we ever played as anybody who wasn't Sonic in a Sonic game, it was that game.
That one.
To be
The one
fair,
we don't speak of anymore.
in the game's defense, the Shadow the Hedgehog story arc was actually very satisfying.
It was. It's a
For
shame that it was
Edgeworths.
surrounded by everything else. Now, some hilarious shenanigans are going down in the land of Sonic. As you know, the Game Awards are coming. Now, this is not important because that show is a complete disaster, populated by paid shills and journalists. You know, they're just going to be voting for the fanciest AAA crap that the industry shits out. However, there is something known as the Players' Voice Award, which is basically the only award that fucking matters, which is the one where the players decide what game is their favorite. This has resulted in a very bizarre fight, as now Sonic and Genshin Impact fans are fighting each other for who is going to win the Voice of the Players Award.
Oh my god. No, I'm Sonic 100% all the way. Sonic. hands down.
Damn right. Now, the award in question is the only
Or to
one
all
that is...
those weebs who like Genshin Impact and who are cosplaying.
Get that
them.
shit out of here. The award in question is only one that is fully voted by the gamers, and it deals with the number of titles being eliminated to 3 rounds of voting. The winner is revealed at the Game Awards on December 8th, but as of now, there is a battle happening on social media and in the voters themselves. Currently, the award is on the 2nd round, but so far, Sonic Frontiers and Genshin Impact fans are doing their best to keep voting to remain first, as it is the current round, the final. Everybody has their reasons to fight for the spot. The majority of the people voting for Genshin Impact claim that they do so because Hoyoverse has awarded its fans with free Primogens. Essentially, the company is giving away currency so it can be voted for the best mobile award game at the show last year.
All right,
However,
Angel, before you continue on, Juancho, I believe we have some comments here on our Twitch stream.
Yeah,
Oh.
we actually have someone on the Twitch stream who was here all day today. They're Marcus
Oh.
Devil May Cry. Hello there, Marcus Devil May Cry. Welcome
Hello.
to the Ravens Flock. They're saying they're going through everything that we were talking about. He's like, I feel like 3 main characters are going to die in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. He's thinking that maybe Drax, Rocket, and Quill are going to die. He likes
Please don't do
Luigi's
this to
voice,
me.
and why I feel like Peter might die. Like someone new will take the new leadership of the new team after Volume 3. Maybe. We don't know. We'll find out. Well, we
I
appreciate
mean,
you
they
joining us
are
on the Twitch.
fighting. They are fighting basically
That's so
evil
sweet.
Superman,
Oh.
so that's going to be a tough one there. But hey, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your opinion on this matter.
But that being
Now,
said,
this
so,
is-
so as of right now for the fans choice award thing, right now the 2 games that's leading the race is Genshin Impact and Sonic Frontiers.
That's right. This has become a rather incredible confrontation between all communities, as both groups have predictably begun to insult each other among their peers. Due to a glitch regarding the round 2 bracket where players wouldn't be able to vote for what they click on first, Sonic and Genshin fans are both screaming that the poll has been rigged for the other game to win. This was obviously not the case. The situation got so bad that Jeff Keighley, the actual director of the show, was asked about it in a recent Reddit ask and answer question rounds. He basically said, guys, it's okay, it was just a technical issue, we're fixing that. In the end, obviously, the nasty fans are the vocal minority. Everybody wants their favorite game to win, but ultimately, I know for a fact that Sonic has to win. You know why?
Why?
Why is that?
Well, the first reason is because Sonic the Hedgehog Frontiers is an actual game, unlike Genshin Impact, which is a fucking gambling gacha waifu simulator. And second, the vote is supposed to be for games that came out this year. Genshin Impact has been out for how long now?
At least the last 3 years that I can remember.
Exactly. Get that shit out of here and put a proper game in there. And yeah, as you can imagine, there has been some wonderful shit showing being thrown around. And, well, we can only sit back and hope that our blue blur will be fast enough to win
well,
this
I was going to
time.
say, more to the point, with Sonic Frontiers, as you mentioned, Angel, like, you actually have a variety of, like, the different things that you can do. Like, you're not bogged down by restrictions of a gacha game like Genshin Impact.
The word resin makes people seethe violently in that community, and they deserve every moment of it.
All right.
I'm going to conclude this with one last bit of good news.
All right,
It
go
appears that, on top of working on Ghost of Tsushima, gentlemen, we are getting what could be possibly another good video game adaptation. Have you heard of Sifu?
Shifu? No.
Yeah. All right, so Sifu is an action third-person martial arts game that came out last year, basically. It's a very difficult but fun game where you play as a student in a vengeance quest, doing kung fu throughout the neighborhoods, the lands, and the forests to take down the one that killed your master. It has a very complex and well-developed fighting system, and it has a bit of a twist. Whenever you die, you can bring yourself back to life immediately by consuming a portion of a mystic amulet. However, whenever you do that, your character visibly gets older. This actually does have effects on the gameplay. Your total health is reduced, but your strength is increased. So the longer you go on, and the more you die, you become an older martial arts master. You hit harder, but you die harder. So you're doing your own old man Logan Kung Fu quest in there. And it looks like, basically, and it looks like we are getting an actual game feature film. The movie apparently will be adapted and produced in partnership with Story Kitchen and Game Studios Local Lab, with Story Kitchen partner being directed by Derek Kolstad. You may know him as the director of John Wick, adapting the
Holy
script.
shit.
That's actually pretty
Yeah.
cool. That's awesome. And I
Not
can't
only
wait-
that,
Go on.
sorry, Kolstad joining are also a team of producers that have worked in other video game adaptations. Dimitri M. Johnson, who worked in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Dan Jevons, who worked in Streets of Rage. So we are getting some people that actually know what they're doing on a game that can be very easily adapted into a good Kung Fu movie.
All right, fantastic.
That
well,
is
hey,
cool, man.
That is some awesome news, and I'm glad you brought that up. That being said, we've pretty much reached the end
Yep.
of the program as it is. Now, folks, I know that for the past couple of weeks, you know, we have our content has been very limited. As I mentioned all the time, whenever this happens, you know, schedules are subject to change based on real life circumstances. However, for next week, we're gonna have all 4 of our shows ready by then. I'll tell you what. For next Thursday's next Thursday we'll have our Wrestle Rewind back. Well, it came back earlier. Wrestle Rewind will be every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, where I review WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. And Angel, our Let's Play show is going to be coming back next Saturday, right?
That is correct. We will once again resume the wonderful journey of Bayonetta 3, which in game terms seems to be becoming more batshit insane by the second.
And the multiverse of mommy.
And the multiverse of night!
Multiverse
No,
of
that's
Mommy!
good. That's good. That's perfect.
All right. And of course, as we mentioned earlier here on this program, like we're announcing it right now. On Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on the Black Files, we will be discussing everything, all the latest news updates regarding Elon Musk and Twitter.
That's right, on the uncensored, uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock, led by my sorry behind. We're going to take a closer look at the articles that Steph and Angel showed us tonight so that we could actually get down into the details of what the fuck was uncovered in the madness of the dumpster fires that have been happening in Elon Musk's Twitter. Now that we're seeing that there might be more there, I want to see what else can be uncovered. We've got 4 more days before showtime, so that wouldn't be an issue over here.
I agree. I totally agree.
So
and
if
of
you
course,
want to gain clearance to the Black Files, the uncensored podcast of the Ravens Flock, and if you want to take a look at the darker side of nerd culture, you come on over Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern.
yes, absolutely. Now, a couple more announcements for the month of December. The Ravens Flock will be making an appearance for the entire convention weekend for Holiday Matsuri 2022 for our cosplaying nerd audience in Florida and outside of Florida. That convention is going to be from Friday, December 16th till Sunday, December 18th at the Orlando World Center Marriott in Orlando, Florida. It is a party / Christmas / holiday convention. We've had a history with Holiday Matsuri, a wonderful time, wonderful experiences, lots of great events, including the benefit ball, the costume contests, and there's so much to list off of. But if you're a nerd and if you want to go to a nice holiday convention to wrap up 2022, then yeah, you don't want to miss out on HallMat. It's pretty fun.
Another thing that you don't want to miss out on, actually, as we're wrapping up over here, we're also giving you guys an official little break over here. We've got ourselves set up with a lead up immediately after this show. We want you folks to go ahead and tune in live to our good friend Amy Goodhart. She's going live right now on her channel, In the Closet with Amy Goodhart. The link is in the live chat on YouTube right now. Once we wrap, we implore you all of our wonderful nerds, all of our wonderful flockers, to go show the scintillating seamstress some love, and as she takes you In the Closet with Amy Goodhart.
And, of course, tune into our main show, The Ravens Flock, every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, where we, the motley crew of nerds, myself, Juan Arouse, and Angel Mendez, we will be with you to discuss the latest news circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. Every single week, even in the deadest of weeks, there's always something to talk about, and we will be here to discuss with each and every one of you. And everything that we've been doing here on this channel, everything that we have accomplished in the past 10 years has all been part of our desire to make your voice our mission. With that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Thank you all very much for watching this week's live stream edition of the Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, yours truly, Juan Arouse, and tonight's special guest appearance by Steph the Alter Nerd. As we bring you the latest news in geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, the entertainment business, the con community, video games, movies, TV shows, cartoons, anime, comics, manga, Japanese culture, the pro wrestling news, and everything in between that we know that you want to hear about, and the stuff that you want that you've been asking to speak about, as we make your voice our mission. Tune in every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell, and become an inner flocker by hitting the join button for only $4.99 a month. Until next time, continue to follow us on, if the mouse would work out, there it is, Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock Online, Twitch.tv/The Ravens Flock Online, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/The Ravens Flock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right,
Nice.
folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our flagship show, Nerds Watching All Over the Internet. We are the Ravens Flock, and we are out.